I'd like to start by offering you a deal, Jack. If you won't use any football stories, I won't tell any of my warm and humorous stories about chlorofluorocarbon abatement.
It's a deal. I can't even pronounce it.
What I'm about to say doesn't apply to the debate tonight. It applies to the campaign that's been going on outside this auditorium. With 3 weeks to go, this campaign has at times been very ugly, with the tone being set by personal negative attacks. As candidates, how does it look from your viewpoint, and are these tactics really necessary? Admiral Stockdale, it's your turn to go.
You know, I didn't have my hearing aid turned on. Tell me again.
Coming to the Senate, you have voted against environmental protection legislation about 2/3 of the time. These include votes against pesticide controls, the Toxic Waste Superfund, and health and safety protection from nuclear wastes. Senator, do you consider yourself an environmentalist? And if you do, how do you reconcile that with your voting record?
I have a very strong record on the environment in the United States Senate.
The first time I ever met you was when you walked on the stage tonight.
Senator Dole, 2 years ago when you were running for the Senate, you said that the pardon was prematurely granted and that it was a mistake. You approve of it now, and if the issue was fair game in your 1974 campaign in Kansas, why is it not an appropriate topic now?
It is an appropriate topic, I guess, but it's not a very good issue any more than the war in Vietnam would be, or World War II, or World War I, or the war in Korea. All Democrat wars, all in this century. I figured up the other day, if we added up the killed and wounded in Democrat wars in this century, it'd be about 1.6 million Americans, enough to fill the city of Detroit.
Let me help you with the difference, Ms. Ferraro, between Iran and the embassy in Lebanon. Iran, we were held by a foreign government. In Lebanon, you had a wanton terrorist action where the government opposed it.
Congresswoman Ferraro.
Let me just say, first of all, that I almost resent, Vice President Bush, your patronizing attitude that you have to teach me about foreign policy.
I know things about the Vietnam War better than anybody in the world. I know some things about the Vietnam War better than anybody in the world. And I know how governments, how American governments can be
I have as much experience in the Congress as Jack Kennedy did when he sought the presidency.
Senator, I served with Jack Kennedy. I knew Jack Kennedy. Jack Kennedy was a friend of mine. Senator, you're no Jack Kennedy.
That was really uncalled for, Senator.
You're the one that was making the comparisons, Senator.
Clinton qualified to be president of the United States. You've talked about the worst economy in 50 years. You haven't told us one reason why Clinton was qualified to be president of the United States.
I'll be happy.
I want to go back and make a point.
Well, you've asked me a question. If you don't answer my question, I will answer yours.
I've made a statement.
I think America is seeing right now the reason this nation is in gridlock.